Hello out there. It's good to see everybody. Hey, what's going on, folks? Ron here with the Doggy Licks edition of Ron Ready. Yes, it is. You heard it right. Send your songs about dogs. Because this is a show dedicated to dogs, even though I will play your other tracks. You know me, man. I'll play your tracks. I'll play your newest tracks. I'll play your throwback tracks. But I'll also play your songs about dogs. I see people starting to hang out here. We were like up and now it's down to 3 since I said it's all about dogs. Hey, what's going on, Tom Caraher? Well, all I mean is I was just thinking about it. Hey, Pete Johns here with us. I was just right at the end of his weekly show right there. It was Garage Band Weekly, right? Which usually comes on right before this, unless I've got the show name wrong because we all do so many. But Pete was talking about this and that, and really great to hear his wisdom imparted on all of those live streams that you get to hang out in. So cheers to you, Pete. Anyhow, I saw my dog Moon sitting in my chair in my studio right here, this chair right here. And I have a picture of him. That picture's floating around somewhere. I don't think I have it on this computer. Well, it was the thumbnail for this live stream anyhow. And I just started thinking how cool and loyal dogs are, because he'll come up here and he'll just sit here by me while I'm working on a song. I was working on my song, Timber Song, and he's just hanging out with me, man. And, if you think about it, if everybody had the love for people, for each other that dogs have for us, it would be a super different world. Think about it. No hate. Dogs never hate you, man. Well, some dogs might get mean, but a normal dog, that we all have hanging around. So anyhow, if you don't have a dog track, don't worry about it. I do want to hear your new tracks because it's the beginning of the week. Everybody's starting to hang one of those little vocal quirbles. People are starting to hang out. I see the Brad example. I see the Hugster. Hugh Caldwell. I see Michael Thompson. What's going on, my friend? Hey, so, of course, Tom Caraher, a member of the Mod Squad, has a new song out tonight, which I will be playing on the show. It's not a dog song, but that's cool. It's not a premiere, but I think it's the first on any of the shows, so we like to do that. Excuse me, I just have to take a sip out of my Indie Live mug. All right, freshly washed. Okay. Frank Terzo. What's going on, Frank? What's going on, Laurie's Mishmash? How's it going to Laurie? Good to see you. I'll have some announcements about some upcoming collaborations that I'm in, and I'll talk about it later, but one includes Laurie of the Mishmash. Joan Barry Glenn What's going on? Man, I know they just got their song mastered by Jade Star. I wish I had mine done. I'm having to look at Jade just like, here's my two songs I'm finished. I'm like, oh my. I always come down to the wire, and I will again. And but I did post on the channel my latest update for my Songtember song, so go look at that if you have a chance after the show. And right, well, I remember, I'm just going to talk here for a little bit longer before we start playing songs. And I'll say this, one thing I left out on the post for this live stream is this is still basically a live request show. So send them in if you got them, whether they're about dogs or not. We'll make a little party of it like we always do. Let's see here. Right on. Hello, Dwight. What's going on to you, my many-guitared friend? And let's get it. I decided earlier because I got some dog songs sent in, right? You'd be surprised. And so we're going to go with this first one here by Hugh Caldwell called It's a Dog's Life, one of his favorite pieces of music that he has composed. And let's play it. Let's have some fun with A Dog's Life by Hugh Caldwell. Hugh Caldwell to open the show up with that doggy track. And I was starting to tell a story before when I got distracted by myself. There was a time when a whole bunch of us wrote songs about dogs. A lot of artists in the GarageBand users group. It was me, Jude Capana, Brian Bigler. I got to tell, I don't know if Brian saw this post, but and then, every time I would see somebody write a dog song, because I do these shows and I would look at all these songs, I would kind of remember it. So I know some dog songs are out there here and there. But like I said, this is still a live request show. Send in whatever track you want me to play, and we'll see how it goes. Like this one by Papa Tom Caraher. It's his new song called Don't Fight a War That Can't Be Won. And this is an acoustic track with inspiration from the Secretary of State's speech to the UN Security Council last week. So, there you go, Tom. It has inspiration from a current event here. And, he says he realized how close we are to nuclear war and how vulnerable we are at any moment. So that's what he wrote the song about. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty freaking heavy here for me on a Tuesday morning, but that's the way art is, and I appreciate you, Tom. I haven't even heard this song yet, but I will say this: if frickin' dogs, like the best qualities of the dogs that we all love, were running shit, we would not be close to nuclear war. I'm halfway joking, man. God, what a bunch of idiots we are sometimes. Okay, anyway, but this is about Tom's song called Don't Fight a War That Can't Be Won. Some interruptions here in the internet. Please stand by.
Looking off the seacoast on a cold.
Well, this one doesn't seem to want to go. Maybe it's because it's new.
September day.
Okay, so, man, I'm so sorry about this, Tom. I think it might be because it's still processing. So what I'm going to do is leave it in that browser window. Let me come on here so I can address this dire situation. There I go. I'll just leave it in this browser window to see if it loads in a little better, right? And we will do our best to play Tom's new song that I made all that announcement about. And I'm going to go on to another song. In the meantime, let's see how we're doing over here while I'm doing all my antics, talking about crazy stuff. Right on. Hello. Hello to Roque Avellaneda. What's happening, my friend? A lot of good music coming out of Roque's studio. Yes, yes, yes. Bo Few of Garage Band Covers. Good to see you here, my friend, from Myanmar. Tremor Bear. Somebody better tell Dog Pile about this show. Let's see, because this is a show about dogs. And I'm going to play this one right now that I'm glad I got from Joe Glenn. And she said she couldn't resist. I think it fits right in. Joe and Barry's song called While the Gamekeepers Lay Sleeping.
Oh, I've got a dog and a good dog too, and I keeps him at my keeping to catch the hares that run by night while the gamekeepers lie a-sleeping. My dog and me went out one night for to get some education. Off jumps a hare and away did run straight into some plantation. She had not gone so very far when something stopped her running. Oh, and so on she loudly did cry, "Stop a minute, your uncle's coming." It's time to be gone while the gamekeepers lie sleeping. Away the dog and I did go straight into the town. There we found a labouring man and sold her for a crown. We went into some public house and there I got quite a mellow. We spent the crown and another one too. Don't you think, my good-hearted fellow? While gamekeepers lie asleeping.
What a cool song, and I'm glad that it had lyrics, you know. It was a lyric video, so you could tell what, every word. It was so cool. I was mesmerized by that dog song. Well, that was kind of a mischievous dog. I think the owner was more mischievous than the dog. See, the dog's just like, hey, Dad, what do we do, man? Yeah, I was involved once with an operation, and this is a true story, where we brought cadaver-sniffing dogs from the States. I think it was it was military, but there might have been some police kind of, I forgot exactly where they got the dogs, but they took them in a big military transport aircraft to Vietnam and took them to sites around Vietnam where they tried to, see if they could find graves. And the dogs were just champs, man. I mean, I think they did point out some places. I can't remember if it turned out to be correct or not, but we didn't do that very often, just that one time. But dogs, man, they are almost like people, man. And I got one around the house. And sometimes, you know, in with their best qualities, they're better than people, man. So, I'm just saying, dogs, folks. And so that was a cool song about dogs by Joe and Barry. Oh, Ron, the coffee is a little strong this morning. Oh, there, Ron Bo. I just thought, because everybody's focused on their Songtember song, including me, and I'm not stuck, but I always get down to the wire with things like this, right? I think I finally came up with an intro guitar riff for the song last night, and I've just been really kind of, I haven't been pushing it because I know when it comes, it'll come, but I also needed to just get my mind off it, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to do a show about dogs. And Tom Caraher, he said, Ron, you can do a show about whatever you want, man. Just play my song. Let me see. We're going to get to this Tom Caraher song. And don't forget, well, let me just navigate over to Tom's site. There we go. And I'll, you know, show you there. And then you can go over to his site and check it out. If I don't get to play it right now in a minute. So, there's Tom. Oh, I hope it's up here. There it is. See right there? On Tom's YouTube channel. So, go check it. Checketh that out. Checketh it, baby. And we are going to make an attempt to play that. I'm going to let it process a little more. I think that's what was going on with that video. And Marshall Turner is here. Now, this guy is cool. I just peeped in on the very last part of Marshall's Welcome to the Bench live stream on his YouTube channel that just happened. So what happened, I set up my live stream, I was sitting here, so I was watching Pete. And then Pete was over, and then I was watching Marshall. And, man, you got to check out Marshall's show, too. And excellent stuff. And a member of the Mod Squad. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's see what we have next. I know we have some coming in. And, mods, I'm sorry I didn't warn you about this. I'm just going to treat this like a live request show, like I usually do. And, ooh, don't do that. This next track is not a dog song from Michael Thompson. Don't have a dog track, but I do have a dog of a song from my rock opera called Lily, a song called Bump. Here we go, Michael Thompson.
Let
Michael Thompson on the show. Excellent stuff. And also with us in the stream. So, let me see what I got going on here next. Thank you for stopping by. If you are hanging out, we're going to have a lot of good music. And, you know, Frank Terzo, he knows this show's not just about dogs. Ron's just getting crazy. Frank, what's going on? A lot of good tracks coming out of Frank's studio lately. So, right here, Hot Dog, there she is, Laurie's Mishmash. And she sent in a track that has a dog in it. So I just want to announce right here, as we're about 30 minutes into the stream or so, a couple of the collaborations that I've got going on. Well, first, I'll be making an appearance on Jade's show on the 30th of September, Friday, before my Friday show, right? It's at 5 a.m. my time, and I'll post a link at some point. I will. And Jade already has it posted on her site, so you can just go there and look now if you want. Anyway, just to kind of give you a heads up, Jade's going to have a panel with Pete Johns, Metalhead Hippie, and me, and Jade, and Thomas Christ, right there. And we're going to be discussing the topic of feedback, right? I don't really know what to expect, but I kind of will be speaking from my position as someone who plays a lot of your music, and I have a specific type of show, so that's the feedback I give on music from me to you on the show usually, and in emails, but and don't forget, speaking of email, this is a live request show. Send your streamable links, hopefully about dogs, to homegrownindylive@gmail.com to completely cut that last thought off. Anyhow, whatever it was I was going to say will come back to me at some point. Yes, it's probably my mod squad chiming in and say, Ron, what are you doing, man? Oh, here we go. Moderate. Okay. All right. So, next song, what do you say? I know what I was saying. See, I'm probably even going to forget about Jade's show. But after that show that Jade does, which is going to be about an hour or so, then at the beginning of my show, Laurie and I are going to do a wigathon. Right? That's right. So after Jade's show, before my show, I'm going to have a mini show with Laurie where we play songs that we pick and we wig out. That's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be kind of a short one, just kind of to rev everybody up for the normal Friday show. So Friday, on the last day when everybody's supposed to be getting their songs done, and like I said, I always come down to the wire, man. I like my song, but it's just not coming out fast, Then the Laurie and Ron Wigathon, and then Indie Live. So that's what's coming up on the channel this weekend. And also, don't forget to check out my latest Song Timber update, right, which is also on the channel. That's all a lead in including that part where I forgot, to Laurie's song that she sent me with PJ Kobe and Mark Wade. It's called Plush. Allegedly has something to do about a dog, but, you know, I don't really care. Here we go. Laurie's Mishmash.
And I feel time's a ways to go. So we're going to tomorrow, and I see these are the lies to come. So would you even care? And I feel where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask on? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell. She smell it all. And I feel so much depends on the weather. So easy rain in your bedroom, and I see these in the eyes of this rain. Would you even care? And I feel she feels it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask on? And I feel when the dogs begin to smell her. She smell it all.
Great stuff. Sent in by Laurie's Mishmash, I should say. I had her on there on the ticker, but she sent it in. Great track by PJ Kobe and Mark Wade of the song Plush. Digging it. Thanks, Laurie. And I'm looking forward to Friday, having a little fun. Okay, like we're doing on this edition of Ron Ready Doggy Licks. Oh. I still have some dog tracks left. And I hear dogs barking outside. Right. Dogs, dogs, dogs. It's a dog's world out there, don't you think, folks? My dog Moon went through a lot of stuff with us, man. We got him as soon as we moved down here to Saigon. Went through all the, trials and tribulations that happen when you relocate a family completely, right? And he was just, boom, he was there. Went through COVID with us, right? He's just a loyal little dude, man. He's always hanging around, okay? He's sleeping with his mom right now. Yes. Right, and as Marshall says, never feel reluctant if you like the show and you just want to hear some music to recommend somebody else's song, right? Your songs, of course, I will take, always. But, if you like someone else's track, let's play it, baby. I mean, coolness abounds here, as you know. And Tremor Bear has a song, which is coolness incarnate. And let's see. Oh, I think it's called Your September Song, right? I saw this. Here we go. Tremor Bear. Yes, it is a song about dogs. by Tremor Bear. I think Tremor also sent me in another track, so if we need another track in a minute, we'll play the second Tremor Bear song that he sent in. Thanks, Tremor. I think it was, yeah, man, that's right. So coolness abounds as Preston Smith joins us. How's it going, Preston? Man, there you go. Watch Preston on his channel when he's jamming live. What an accomplished musician there. Glad to have you with us. Cool channel as well. Ian's Guitar Shack. What's going on, Ian? Good to see you here. And Clayton, I got to go back to my other, oops. Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom. What's going on? To Charlie Gabaldon. Good to see you here, Charles. What? All right. Folks, it's a dog day here in Saigon. Good morning, Vietnam. See, I can say that now. I'm that guy. I'm here broadcasting from Vietnam. And it's the truth. On the 27th of September. And it's 8:47 in the morning here. You'll have to check your phone for your own local time if you're in doubt about it. And if you're here to watch the Ron Reddy Dog Licks show, you're in the right place. So we're doing it. I have no idea what we're doing, but we are. Let's see, what do I have? Jude Capana, who is my friend first, great singer-songwriter, artist second, and dog lover third. And a mod on the show, right? I meant to say that. Member of the mod squad here, who I've collaborated with on many musical projects, sends this song about his departed dog, Sasha. And at the same time, several of us wrote songs. The time that Jude wrote this song, I also wrote a song about dogs that I'll play soon in the show. And so this is Jude's. It has a video, and, get your tissues out. So here we go. Maze End Music Labs. Please stand by for a minute, a brief moment while Jude's video loads, and here it is.
Sasha, my dear, you came into our world and filled it with fear. Sasha, my dear, you know we all hope that you still would be here. 'Cause now you're gone, my Sasha dear. Sasha, my girl, we brought you in, but then you blew up our world. Sasha, my girl, you know we tried so hard to make things work, and now you're gone, my Sasha girl. Ooh. Sasha, my love, I'll always wonder if I gave you enough. 'Cause now you're gone, my Sasha love.
Sasha, My Dear by Jude Capana. Great stuff by my friend there. And I'm just checking my other inputs of songs here. Okay. We're monitoring the situation. Hold on. Well, I know... yeah, I just thought of another dog song that I'll play here in a minute. And somebody said Laurie looks good in a pink wig. Well... I can say, honestly, I do not own a pink wig. God bless it. I got to get this one piece out. There we go. I own a red one. So I put on the fiery red rockin' Ron wig, man. I'm going to do a whole live show with this wig on. Anyhow, good to see Joe and Barry Glenn here. And Barry Glenn. So, you know, they're splitting into different YouTube channels there. And we had a very fun and mischievous song about dogs by Joe and Barry a minute ago. And let's see, I'm going to do this right now as you all chat and go, what is up with Ron next? Hold on a second. Yes, I do believe I have a cool song from a cool person that whose music gets played on the show often, Slick Terrio. And he also recently lost a dog. I'm so sorry that many of these songs, I'm breaking up here, many of these songs are about dogs who have passed, right? Gone over the rainbow bridge, as some people say, you know, because there's something about dogs that we as humans find so endearing that they, you know, become like people to us, and when they're gone, we miss them. And let me also say, since Marshall Turner's here, cats too. I'm a cat person and a dog person, right? So, you know, the best qualities of those domestic animals that we love so much are enviable, you know, as far as qualities go. Do I even know what I'm talking about? Well, I know that Slickterio wrote this song, and I think this is his latest track posted on YouTube. I played it on one of the shows last week. Here we go with Slickterio's I'm Bad, Gibson Terrio as the Brindled Shepherd. Here we go.
I crossed the line with you. How could you let me put you through this loyalty of patriotic dues? No other dog can stand to sit there. It just makes me mad. It smells like shit on this outside, and then I'll come kiss you. I picked it up while lying down some other bitch. If you weren't passed around so much and in and out of it, I'd eat meals that you put down instead of some horse fridge. I'm bad, 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 bad to the bone. As we give our wounds some licks, we'll sleep it off in that pile of dirt that's got my dick. I've never been so happy to be home in tattered bits. Honey, can I get my favorite snack? Make it quick. Oh, bad, 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 bad to the bone.
Slickterio, one of my favorite artists in the community, really is. He has quite a big catalog of music on his YouTube page. Check it out, Slickterio, right? And there's a song about his dog, Gibson. Okay, send your dog and cat names in the chat, please, or like the one that you remember the most. And forget about things for a while. It should be like Monday night there. Forget about your Monday night office stress. Watch the crazy dude in the red wig that comes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, let's see. Let me see what I got here. Dog songs. Come on, Ron. Look on the master list. Okay. So, hold on a second. So here's one. Let me just ask. Did someone in the stream send in a song called We're Together. If you sent in that song We're Together along with another song called Walking the Dog, then just raise your hand in the chat so I know, because I don't want to play your song if you don't want me to, man. I'm a little bit careful about that. And I'm distracted by this. Clayton Von Kluge, Dr. Doom, by day, with his dog names Bubba, Hans, Fritz, Dolphy, Beezer. All right. Cool, man. And Laurie says, I owned a dog only once in my life, a 120-pound Doberman, sweet as can be, called Kato. Oh, and then she lost him from the big C. So sorry. And those are big dogs. I was around those just for a little while. In fact, we had a puppy, my brother and I, just for a short period, a Doberman. And, you know, I think environment is a lot about it. Those dogs can be mean and other breeds if you want them to, right? But if not, if you treat them like a family dog, they'll be a family dog, pretty much. So, there he is right there. Lloyd Holybeak, who is the person who sent me those two songs. Welcome to you, my friend. And we're going to play your track right now. The one, it's a cover of Walking a Dog. And this is with the band he worked in 1997 named the Phil Scalzo's Group. Okay, that's the way I read that. There's not enough vowels in that, but anyhow, this is a cover of Walking a Dog. So thanks, Lloyd. I'm glad to see you and glad to have your dog song.
This is a song my mother taught me. Mary Mac was dressed in black, silver buttons up and down her back. I hope, tipsy toe, she broke a needle and she can't sew. Walking the dog, Thursday walking the dog. Do it, I'll show you how to walk that dog. I asked my mama for 50 cents. See that yellow bum jump the fence. He jumped so high that he touched the sky. Never got back till the 4th of July. Just walking that dog. Just walking that dog. Don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk that dog. Here we go. Walk that dog one time. Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Silver bells and you got copper bells and you got pretty maids all in a row. Walking the dog, oh just walking the dog. Come on, boy, let's go more walk. Well, if you don't know how to to do it, I'll show you how to walk that dog. Walk it off one more time. Quiet country, how does your garden grow? You got silver bells and you got taco shells. You got pretty maids all in a row. Walking the dog, just a walking the dog. Well, if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk that dog. Take it home. Just walking. Just walking. Just walking. Just walking. Well, if you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk that dog. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lloyd Holybeak with Walk the Dog, man. Tell me how to walk that dog. Oh, yeah. Being in a band is like nothing else. Being in the band is, the greatest thing. I can look back, okay, so 60 years, I'm sitting here right here at 60 years, a little bit more. And so, of course, I got 60 more to go, as long as I just keep living like this. And that's the key, keep living. But I look back at the cool and fun, and I did a lot of great things in my life so far. Being in a band, a rock band, for like 3 years straight, playing a lot, was one of the coolest things I ever did, man. And that's, just get a taste of it, and it makes you want to keep making music, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. So there you go with Lloyd Holybeak, who sends that in. And so we got a couple things coming up right here. And the next one is Dwight Bailey, let me see here, who has a song called Big Big Dog, I think. We're going to find out right here. I forgot about this song, but I do want to play dog songs, especially if they're available. Oh, I'm sure I'll see it. Can I search on Dwight's page? Yep. Dog. You're a big, big dog. Yes. Okay, so he's got this with 2 different guitars. So let's play the one with the gold top Strat. This is a Strat. This is a Gibson Les Paul R7 gold top Marshall inlay on the 12th fret Marshall 50th anniversary Les Paul. Oh my God. Check it out right here. You're a Big, Big Dog by Dwight Bailey. Please stand by. The stream is not stopped. There you go. A little Dwight. Oh, come on now. Stick with me, folks. I don't know why this is happening here. Well, that track. So I don't know why that track doesn't want to play. Let's go to play, because there was another You're a Big, Big Dog right here where he plays a Flying V. Let's try that one. I don't know. My internet might be slow today, folks. Here we go.
Like a strong train. big, big dog.
Dwight Bailey. Well, that one worked better than the first one. That one right there with the Gibson Flying V by Dwight Bailey was about a year old. And the first one I played was 3 months old. Great song, great guitars, great artist here in the community, Dwight Bailey, with a song about one of our favorite companions, the dog. You know, I think that dogs are involved in karma. But, you know, these are thoughts that I only have at certain times of the day, that dogs are involved in karma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I'm so glad I have some strong Vietnamese coffee here to rock out to Dwight Bailey. And hello to everybody who's, joining the stream. Itchy little nose there. Dog pie, woof woof. Yes. Welcome, man. I think you should feel very comfortable here on this show. Maybe we should do one once a month. You could come on and play. Venom for Your Life. There you are. Good to see you. And let's play the next track right here. What is it? What could it possibly be? Well, here is a track by my virtual band with Brian Bigler, Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard. And I wrote about a song about my dog Moon, you know, kind of about Moon and kind of about being locked in during COVID. And it's called My Old Dog. Here we go.
says it's getting late. He said you better put the last one down. But mind you, dog says it's 8:30. You better get your feet on the ground. My old dog got to learn a new trick every time he went downtown. To go outside in a surgical mask just to try to keep the fever down. We are walking in the sun, walking there with Moon, stand in line to get a gun, standing there with Moon. I don't know if you can hear me talking about the things that happened in my day. You must think the human race is crazy. We catch a virus, stay inside until it goes away. you better put that last one down. My new dog says it's 8:30, you better get your feet on the ground. My old dog got to learn a few tricks every time he went downtown. To go outside in a surgical mask, and it helped to keep the fever down. We are walking in the sun, walking there with Bo. Love will come to everyone. Love will come to Bo. I don't know if you can hear me talking as you nestle warmly on my knee. Listen more, I got something to tell you. Wherever it is that you are, that's where you're meant to be.
Hey, great song, man. I forget sometimes how cool that song is that Brian and I wrote. And it has live horns by Satish Robertson, right? All throughout the song, including at the end. And Satish is a professional trumpetist. He plays the horn, man, and he is the real deal. He gigs in New York City with a band that he's just signed an agreement with, and he has an album just about to come out, right? He's doing music full time. We had him on our album. Man, I am so proud of that track. It's really cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And when Satish Robertson's album comes out, we're definitely going to showcase it, and I'd love to have him on the show. So, there you go. There's another song about a dog. Ha ha ha. I told you I wrote one. All the dog science... Here's Feisty. See, this is why I know we love dogs. All the dog songs are making me sad. Dogs that she took care of for the past year just passed a month ago. Oh, well, I'm sorry. And I know it hurts. Sometimes, losing a pet would be so traumatic, man. Because they give you their singular love, especially dogs. Cats, man, though, we love them too, but they don't really. They're like, hey, gotta make sure it's okay with me first. Don't touch me. Oh, all right, okay, you can scratch me. Not all cats. I'm just joking, man, but these beings give us their singular love, and we feel this affinity towards them that almost you don't feel towards a human that you love in a way. And so, you know, it's human to feel that, you know, sadness. We've all felt it, and Feisty, I'm sorry, my friend. So check it out. I don't mean this to be a sad show, but, I mean, it is part of life. Let me get back on track here, or I'm going to completely go off the rails. But I'll try not to. Tremor Bear, my friend, he's like, Tremor's got your dogs, man. So I played one by Tremor earlier that had a couple pictures of dogs in it. But here, oh, it's your September song again. I thought he had another dog song. Well, I'm not going to check out earlier in the show for your September song. And so I'm going to do this right now, too. Frank Terzo. I hope you're still here, Frank. Because Frank has a new release. His newest release. And it's not a dog-related track, but that's okay. We welcome all kinds of people here on this show. Maybe Frank's a cat person. I don't know. All I know is he makes some great music, and I've been playing it on the show for the last several weeks. And let's check out this song by Frank Terzo, What's Become of You?
Look around, see how far you've come. In the world where the vultures roam, secrets over lies. Truth will someday rise. Trust me, close your eyes. Put aside hate and grief. Spread your little wings, fly with me. Let the power of the winds set you free. Holy God of Mary, what's become of you? In a world where it's dark and it's scary, cast your fears to me. Saw you there sitting in the rain. Trying hard to drown your pain. But you forged it with a smile. What's become of you? In a world where it's dark and it's scary, cast your fears to me. Holy God of Mary, what's become of you?
Frank Terzo, What's Become of You? Excellent stuff. Thank you, Frank, for that. And welcome to Metalhead Hippie, who has joined the show to check us out. He's like, what's going on with this show here where Ron like is doing doggy pics? What the hell is that? Too much crazy stuff here going on in the community. This is serious. No, man. I know Metalhead loves playing your music just as much as I do. Check out Metalhead Hippie Show. Now listen, I know all of you guys already check out Metalhead Hippie Show. But if there's like even one of you that doesn't, seriously, check out his show. His link is in the description to this live stream right here at the bottom there. I got a link to some of my streaming friends there, including Metal Hippie, who has the best rock show in town. Right, man. I swiped that from the intro to Hippie's show. I hope he doesn't mind. Good to see you here, Jeff. Dwight Bailey says hi. You know, oh, shit. Another track that I have here, and Brad Example is an artist that is universally dug here on the Homegrown Indie Live channel, at least if not universal wide. Brad Example sends me a track. He says this is not about a dog, but it is a cool track. Let me check it out right here. Because I got it. I got you some Brad Example. Whoop. Here we go. Here. He says, it's not a dog song, but this is a cover that Mamsie, the band, did a cover of Brad's song Lemon Lips. And Russ made a video of that, this Mamsie cover of Brad's song, based on the video that Russ originally made for the original Lemon Lips. It's not on YouTube yet, so this is kind of like a premiere, a peek, whatever you want to call it, of Mamsie's cover of Brad Example's Lemon Lips.
I can't.
Please, 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 please. Please, please. It's taking a minute to load.
I really don't give a fuck. Tie your lips to the back of my truck. Raise up your sleeve and you best believe your luck is running out. You done your
Oh, this is making me sad. It's got a lot of interruptions here. Sorry, folks.
best. You try to tell yourself, but you just can't stop.
Let me do this. I think I'm going to download it instead. Hold on. Let's not do this one. Stick with me, sticks with me, so we can play this great song. May take a minute while I actually download it. Yes, download anyway. Even though Brad is a member of the Triumvirate of Mischief. Yes, go ahead and download it. All right, so while that's downloading, I'm going to go over and see if I can play that Tom Caraher song that I attempted to play earlier. Hopefully I'll be able to do so this time. Where is he? Tom. Craziness. There he is. Right in front of my eyes. So here's a song called Don't Fight a War That Can't Be Won by Tom Caraher.
Looking off the seacoast on a cold September day, thinking about those others who live so far away, struggling to make it just one more September day, they try to feed their families in a world that runs this way. Don't fight no war. Don't fight that can't be won. Looking in the future, wondering how we can survive. Temperatures keep rising. Can we keep this world alive? Make a bomb so lethal it can change the air we breathe. Fire down upon the people, bring the end to you and me. Breathe in, breathe out. What's this war all about? Breathe out now, breathe in. Is it worth your deadly sin? Anything we've worked for, it's now hanging on the line. Will nations ever realize God had the right design? It's all within our reach. Can we stop all this aggression? Show that love is all we preach. Don't fight no war. Don't fight that can't be won. Don't Don't fight no war that can't be won. Take a breath, say a prayer. Hope tomorrow will be there. Take a breath, say a prayer.
There's Tom Caraher's prayer for no war in his song, Don't Fight a War That Can't Be Won. And in the end, no one ever really wins in war, you know. I don't want to get political. Sometimes war has saved, you know, parts of civilization. So there are just and unjust wars. But really, if dogs ran the world, there would be no war. The hate in man's heart and the fear of something different in general causes us to separate, and then you have these conflicts that once you have nations turn into explosions. And if dogs ran the world, hello Moon, how are you today? We would, just be in peace. It's a dream, man. Okay, so, right on. Hello to Moon. Hello to the Doggy Licks show. Thanks to everybody who has sent in their dog-related tracks. Thanks to people who have sent in their non-dog-related tracks. And I'm going to try this Tom Caraher track again. Sorry, Tom. Let me see. Stick with me to hear the Tom Caraher new release. Wait a minute. I just played it. See, I had it on my mental to-do list twice. Tom, a prolific recording artist and a member of the Mod Squad. So everybody is working on their Songtember songs, or some people are. There were times, years that I did not do it, right, when I wasn't in a recording mode. But it is a fun thing to do if you are interested in recording. Pete Johns' Songtember Challenge, where you record and release an original recording within the month of September. And I'm coming down to the wire, but I will show you a little bit about what I've been doing. Let's see here. Where is it? This video just got released after being an early access video on my Patreon page. If you'd like to join Patreon and get videos like this and insights into how I work in my studio, you can join Patreon too. You can find out how in the description to the video below. But anyway, this is on YouTube now. Let's check it out. I'll skip around the latter portion of the song, arrange the vocals as all right. Here I am with my second Songtember video. I'm going to start it off on my Patreon page as an early access video and then release it on YouTube a few days later. So I have the drums and the bass line written and arranged pretty much the way I think they should go. Did a lot of tinkering with that, but you guys saw that in the first video, at least some of it. And so now, today, I'm going to sing some vocals. And I don't know why I'm talking so slow. The way I usually do Let's skip up to the music. Is to loop one of the parts. If I don't do that, I like to do bass with drum. Then the whole rest, that whole rhythm section thing sits on it. But I just know what I think. Okay. I know I always say what I mean, but you know I always know what I want. I know I always know what I mean, but you always know I do. You know I always know what I mean, and I know you always say what you want. I never think you know what you mean, but I always know I know. I know you always say what you want, but I don't know if you know what you mean. I always know I say what I want, but I just know what I think. You know I always say what I think, and you know I always know what you mean. I know you always know what you think, but I just know that I know. Whew! I'm out of breath on that one. All right, let's just see if it's okay in the mix. I did mess with the levels a little bit before I started recording. I know you all potential lyrics here. Like that. So here, let's just record it. I know you always say what you want, but I don't know if you know what you mean. I always know I say what I want, but I just know what I think. You know I always say what I think, and you know I always know what you mean. I know you always know what you think, but I just know that I know. I know you always say what you want, but I don't know if you know what you mean. I always know I say what I want, but I just know what I think. You know I always say what I think, and you know I always know what you mean. I know you always know what you think, but I just know that I know. God, I can't believe I remembered that because I just now made it up. All right, one more time. I know you always say what you want, but I don't know if you know what you mean. I always know I say what I want, but I just know what I think. You know I always say what I think, and you know I always know what you mean. I know you always know what you think, but I just know that I know. Okay, so that is how it's going. I really like the song, but I'm still in the process of putting some more layers on it. The arrangement is already there. You have to kind of watch the whole video to see the whole arrangement, but the arrangement's there, the drums and bass line. Some of the main vocal parts, I need a hook. I need a chorus hook and a couple of verse hooks. I'm working on that. Pressure, pressure, pressure. I always come down to the wire on it, and so that's the deal. I need a good intro guitar riff. It's a funky hip-hop song, but I'm working on a funky intro guitar riff that I think is going to fit this song. I think everybody's going to love it. So, what do we got going on here? Yes. Oh my, Gary Hubbs. Gary moves fast, real fast all the time. Okay, Gary. Gary can't drive 55, and especially without his beard and newly shaven face. He's got about as much beard as I do now, Gary Hubbs, so he can move super fast. The Flash got nothing on Gary Hubbs now. I hope, man, you find a way through traffic. If you're in traffic, I hope you boom, get straight to your office, get your work done, kick ass, come home, pop open that beer. And on that bass, get on that bass. Gary Hubbs. There, Metalhead Hippie says Gary Hubbs. He's a fan, and who wouldn't be? Gary Hubbs, the Mad Bassman. And I'm currently in a musical collaboration with Gary Hubbs, along with Guillermo Adriano and Hetriani. Still forthcoming, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for being with us, Gary. And what have we next? Well, I know everybody's a fan of this artist, Marcus Cannell, and usually I play Marcus on my Wednesday shows, but I'm going to play his newest track right here on the show, and then you can tune in to see it again, probably as the opening song on my Wednesday show. And here it is. It's called Corvus, melodic rock music by Marcus Cannell. Stand by, folks. Marcus Cannell here on Ron Ready. This is the Doggy Licks edition. We've had a lot of songs about dogs on the show here today, folks. And a lot of talk, you know, about the qualities we admire in those fine animals. Horses are noble animals as well, you know. And so, Doggy. Right? Good to see everybody here. Let's see. What am I going to do next? Here, I know. I got this in my head. Okay. This has been going around a little bit lately, like a revival of this song, Elbow Grease by Gary Hubbs. Great song and cool video. And one of the first things I remember seeing from Gary. So let's check it out right here. Elbow Grease by Gary Hubbs.
I sweat and then I start to stutter 1,000,000 times before my symptoms have progressed. I've got my bread, my jam, I
trip, fall up an escalator 1,000,000 times before. Camping is intense, try to chill out, relax, a gin and frescalator. It's more than enough. It's been a long time, such a small crime. It's been a long time since I was in China, such a small town life. Can you tell me why? Shit just happens to me because I'm shy. Always looking at my feet, a bit too high. Forget, were you just talking to me? Just a minute of your time. Start to stutter 1,000,000 times before. Most symptoms have no breath. You got your bread, your jam, you got no fear. It's never enough. It's been a long time. It's such a small crime. It's been a long time since I was in China. Such a small town life. Can you tell me why? Shit just happens to me because I'm shy. Always looking at my feet, a bit too high. Forget, were you just talking to me? Minute of your time.
Oops. Yeah, man. Gary Hubbs on the show. And an early recording by him, it says. And he, about 2 years ago. Think about where you were, 2 years ago. I think about 2 years ago, I was making that My Old Dog video that I just showed. So, a lot of water under the bridge since then. But anyway, great early stuff from Gary Hubbs. And I just want to remind everybody that on Thursday/Friday this week, I'm going to be on a panel show, We All Rise Together, on Jade Starr's How to App on iOS channel. I'll be one of the 4 panelists, including Metalhead Hippie, Thomas Christ, right? And Pete Johns and Jade. Now, this is at 5 a.m. Ho Chi Minh City time, my time. And then later that day, about 2 hours later, and I'll post all this, Laurie's Mishmash and I are going to do a wig out show. We're going to wig out and play some of our favorite songs. It's going to be a short show that'll allow us to rev up for Indie Live on Thursday night. Now, that show is the Indie Live is at 9 Eastern Savings Time in the States, 9 p.m. And then, so it's all kind of around that time. So Lori and I are going to wig out, and then I'm going to have a special guest host on the rest of the show, Indie Live, all on Thursday/Friday, and oh, by the way, the same day that you're supposed to be finishing your Songtember song. Excuse me for that. And if you've got your Songtember song already finished like Jade Starr, you can just sit back and watch the rest of us sweat. Is anybody in the same situation where they're, songs coming down to the wire? Oh, I do it for everything. And, it's weird. I always get nervous before these live stream shows, right before them. And then I also always have the best ideas for rearranging something in the stream or in my studio 5 minutes before the live stream. I always want to change something right before it, and then I, often do, and so it works most of the time. And just talking about my thought process, getting ready for the show, and so that's going to be it for this episode of Ron Ready. Thanks for enduring my craziness. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I doubt whether I'll do a dog show again, so I got this dog logo hanging around. Maybe I'll do one. I'll do a cat show next. But actually, the next show is the GBU Live, which is the UK/Europe show, and Early Morning USA. And I'm not sure when that show falls in Alaska where Metalhead Hippie is, because Metalhead, he broadcasts. You usually be able to catch him because his shows are so long, man. You're an icon in the community, my friend. Hello to Princess LDG. Good to see you here. And good to be friends with you on Discord and see you on my Discord server, the link to which you could find in the description below. Discord is pretty cool to hang out on and talk. And, there are a lot of cool servers out there that have musical content from the community, like Pete Johns and Jade Starr, and, Gortium 85 has a good one. And it's all coolness, so check it out there. And so, I'm trying to end the show, but I keep on talking. You guys know that's how I is. How I is and how I is gonna stay. If you enjoy the show, consider becoming a member of my Patreon, and you can find out how to do that also down in the description. And until I see you next, which is inevitable, I will see you. Real people, real music.